Hey guys, in this video we will show you our top quality multi-time frame analysis that no one talks about. So stay tuned to do not miss your next move. Here's EUR weekly time frame, and let's take a look at our weekly candle right here. So as you can see, price did exactly what we discussed in our previous analysis, meaning that after this beautiful reversal candlestick pattern right here, which occurred right at the key area of high confluence, meaning right here, where the 50 MA on the weekly time frame and the daily effective support level are perfectly lining up. So we catch this beautiful 3 candles pattern, and as you can remember, price also closed well below the weekly level, and during the following week we enjoyed this beautiful movement to the upside. So also let's draw a trend line on the weekly time frame. So here we can draw our imperfect trend line. Here it is. And as you can see right here, our weekly candle currently approaching the trend line with a beautiful bullish momentum, meaning that currently we have a higher probability for this trend line breakout and further trend continuation right to the key daily level right here. So as for now, we establish a beautiful bullish bias on the weekly time frame for the euro-dollar. With that being said, let's move on to the daily. But before we continue, we also want to share with you our VIP group performance for the past week. As you can see, over 3,300 pips was made during this week in our VIP community. So as always, amazing performance. As always, our VIP community includes a trading program, including our top 3 strategies for the day trading, for the scalping, and for the gold price action trading, and live signals. Also guys, if you want to join or check other details, links will be in the description and in the comment section below as well. Feel free to check it out, and also if you have any questions, feel free to reach to our support team and you will be answered as soon as possible. And also guys, here's our free Telegram where we post 1 signal per week, so also guys feel free to join. Link will be in the description and in the comment section below as well. So here's euro-dollar daily time frame, and as you can see right here, we have a beautiful fresh uptrend right here with almost all green candles in a row. And also we have a lot of bullish price action occurring at this uptrend. So first of all, we have a beautiful momentum breakout through our monthly level right here. Then we have a picture perfect rejection of the broken level. Then we have a beautiful breakout through the 50 MA right here on the daily time frame, and then price made a beautiful higher high. So all this considered as a strong price action. But guys, even considering this fresh uptrend, we have some resistance factors on our way. So first of all, as you can remember, here our trend line established on the weekly time frame. Also on the daily time frame, we can see that we have minor intraday level of resistance right here. So let's make it green, because guys, as you can see, price rejected this resistance multiple times in the recent past. As you can see, in the past 3 days, price failed to break right through it, and also we have some rejections right here and right here. So with that being said, we have an area of high confluence right here, and we will be waiting for a breakout of it to enter into the long trade on the lower time frame. So with that being said, let's immediately proceed to our trade ideas section. So here's euro-dollar for our time frame. And here's guys our area of high confluence, meaning the trend line established on the weekly time frame and the intraday level of resistance right here. But we have another resistance factor, meaning the round number level of 1.20, which could potentially also stall the price for a while or even cause a possible reversal. So with that being said, we have our classic 3 structure area of high confluence, and with that being said, after the breakout of this zone, we may easily jump into the long trade even without a pullback. But guys, as you can see here, we have 3 resistance factors aligning up perfectly in one place, and if the price will fail to break right through it, it may go down drastically. For this reason, let's discuss a bearish idea as well. So let's just put a trend line right here. We may draw this tight trend line. And first of all guys, do not enter on the initial breakout of this trend line and the 50 MA, since we have a very strong support level right here. So only consider a trade short after the breakout of this monthly level and then some kind of pullback. Here's our views on the euro-dollar for the coming week, and with that being said, let's move on to the next. Here's pound-dollar weekly time frame, and as you can already see, that correlation with the euro-dollar backed, which could be considered as an extra beautiful sign in terms of our bias and in terms of our analysis. But when it comes to the price action, as you can see guys, here's our weekly candle, beautiful momentum bullish candle, and what we can see is a beautiful red to green pattern right at the key weekly support level. So as always, very powerful candlestick reversal pattern telling for us about a fake out and great bullish momentum. So considering solely that pattern, we easily establish a bullish bias for the pound dollar on the weekly time frame. So here's pound dollar daily. And first of all, let's discuss the recent price action on this pair. So as you can see, price showed for us quite choppy price action during almost all week, failing to break right through the 50 EMA on the daily time frame right here. As you can see, we have 2 rejections in a row, but finally on Friday, price showed their drastic momentum, and as you can see, fake out the weekly level and then moved up. But guys, as you can see here, price action on the daily time frame for the pound dollar almost fully repeat the price action on the euro dollar on the weekly. So again, let's draw the trend line right here. And as you can see, our daily candle approaching the trend line, again telling for us that we have higher chances for a breakout of the given trend line. So with that being said, we again have a bullish bias for the pound dollar on the daily. So here is pound dollar for our time frame, and here we can even see that price closed well above the trend line right here. But of course we would like to see a further confirmation through the higher high and even a rejection, but let's discuss it step by step. So first of all, let's draw our minor structure level right here. So as you can see, price rejected multiple times the structure level from the both sides. First of all, to enter long, we would like to see a further higher high right from that level, and it would be great to see some rejection of this broken structure level, or catch a pullback to the golden Fibonacci zone, or catch some minimal pullback on the lower time frame. So all this would act for us as a confirmation event to jump into the beautiful A+ trade on the pound dollar. But when it comes to the short idea, as for now it makes no sense to go short on this pair until the breakout through this weekly level and the round number level of 1.38. So these two confluence factors should be broken to activate a trigger event for the bearish bias. So with that being said, let's move on to the dollar. So here's dollar CAD weekly time frame, and as you can see, we're having another week when the price action stuck in the consolidation range between the weekly effective support level right here and the strong structure level on the weekly time frame right here, because as you can see, we have multiple rejections of the structure from the both sides, and in the recent past we have 4 rejections of this structure level along the top. So obviously all this considers as a bearish price action, but again guys, for a further confirmation we would like to see a breakout right through this weekly support level, because until the time price just bounced from one consolidation side to other. And with that being said, we cannot establish a pure bearish bias on this pair as for now, since we would like to see a breakout through our weekly support level. So with that being said, let's move on to the daily time frame to analyze the price action more in depth. So here's dollar CAD daily, and what we can add on this time frame is a strong bearish price action right here, meaning a long weak candle rejecting our structure level and the 50 EMA on the daily time frame. So this could be considered as a quite strong bearish price action, but as you can see, then price again rejected the weekly level and stuck in the consolidation range. So that's why we would like to see a further breakout right through this level to catch a beautiful directional movement to the downside. With that being said, let's go down to ideas section, meaning to the 4-hour time frame. So here's dollar CAD for our time frame, and first of all let's discuss a bearish scenario for the coming week. So let's put a trend line right here, and like we said a few moments ago, to enter into the short trade we would like to see a breakout through the trend line, through the weekly support level, and through the round number level of 1.25. So again, we classically have 3 support factors which currently stall the price. So the breakout of which will activate for us a trigger event, and we may jump into the short trade even without a pullback. But when it comes to the long idea, as you can remember, here in this structure level we also have the 50 EMA on the daily time frame, and as you can see, there's multiple rejections caused by rejection of the 50 EMA, and then price go down drastically. So with that being said, to enter into the long trade, we first of all would like to see a breakout right through it, and then also catch some rejections to be sure about our bias. So with that being said, let's move on to the gold. Guys, here's gold, weekly time frame, and despite this beautiful momentum bullish candle right here, we should be very careful with the long trade within the next week, and here's why. Let's discuss it step by step. So first of all, obviously, as you can see, price approaching the 50 EMA on the weekly time frame, which even solidly could be considered as a strong resistance factor. So as you can see here, price approaching the 50 EMA on the weekly. But then we have even another resistance factors, meaning the monthly factor resistance right here, which stalled the price over and over again in the past. And finally, we can draw a trend line right here, And as you can see, this trend line located in the area where price currently is. So all this helps for us to build this multi-time frame area of high confidence, which represents a lot of strength. So with that being said, let's proceed down to the lower time frames to discuss it more in depth. So here's gold daily, and as you can see in this time frame, what we have is a double top right here, which is a bullish reversal pattern, then a beautiful move up, and as you can see during the past week, price beautifully exit from the consolidation by breaking out the 50 MA on the daily time frame, and then show for us a clear higher high. So all this tells us about obvious bullish bias on the daily time frame for the gold. So with that being said, let's move on to the 4-hour time frame to discuss our ideas. So here's gold, 4-hour time frame, and when it comes to the long idea, as always, we should initially wait for a breakout right through our confidence factors, meaning the 50 MA on the weekly time frame, the monthly effective resistance, and the trend line established on the weekly time frame as well. So only after these 3 confidence factors will be broken, we may jump into the long trade. But as you can see on the other hand, this strong resistance structure could potentially stall the price or even cause a possible reversal to the downside. To be prepared for this scenario, let's discuss a bearish idea as well. So let's draw a trend line right here. We can also put a minor structure level right here as well. And boom. Once we see a breakout of the trend line of the 50 MA and of the structure level, we may jump into the short trade even without a pullback and target this daily level right here. So here's our views on the gold for the coming week. Hope it will help for you. And with that being said, let's move on to the US oil. Guys, so here's US oil weekly time frame, and frankly speaking guys, last week we expected a move to the downside for the US oil, but as you can see we have a strong bullish steam on the US oil right here, backing price above the daily level and showing for us a strong bullish steam and bullish momentum on this pair. So obviously we have a bullish bias on the US oil. So here on the weekly time frame we also can draw a trend line, which could potentially help for us in the ideas section. So with that being said, let's go down to the 4-hour time frame to discuss our ideas for the coming week. So guys, here our trend line established on the weekly time frame, but as you can see we even can take an early entry. So again, we can build a structure level right here, because as you can see we have multiple rejections in the recent past, right here, right here, right here, and right here. And also we can draw a trend line by connecting these 2 swings, or even it would be better to draw it right here by just not taking into account this fake out right here. So here's our structure level, the breakout of which will activate a bullish bias, meaning for us that we can easily jump into the long trade. So guys, thanks for watching, press the like button if you like the analysis, comment below what you think about this analysis, what pairs you track for the coming week. Also consider to join our VIP group as well. All links will be in the description to the video and in the comment section below. Also, if you have any questions, feel free to contact our support team. So again, press the like button, subscribe to our channel, and see you the next week.